Abba! Abba! Wait! Alright. It's okay.
Daniel, do you want me to? Few years older, I'm pleased to hear that you've got a couple of kids. Brother Shem also doing good, yeah. I remember straight away when I was at your house now, it reminded me of it.
Okay.
Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov, you.
Avi! Avi! Okay. Thanks everybody for coming. Wow, this is quite a moment in time for me. But it's a timeless moment. I think maybe for Lee and I, and hopefully our kids. Hello. So I just wanted to say a couple of words. Firstly, l'chaim, l'chaim. I just wanted to say a few words about Ezra Shalom and how we came to name him. But before that, I just want to quickly thank a lot of people, because having a baby is like, it's like a whole production. And to bring life into the world is like, it's like a massive tzimtzum. Things have to expand and contract and on so many levels. And I just wanted to thank Lee, firstly, for just being amazing. And she's like, Lee for me is like the ultimate rock star. That's why I married her in the first place. She's the coolest rock star I've ever met. But I've got a lot of people I want to thank. Ian and Sarah, for Lee's parents, for just being so helpful and so amazing with everything and just supporting us, and just couldn't ask for better grandparents for our kids. So thanks Ian and Sarah. And I wanted to thank Lee and Rocco, the midwives, who really, you guys are looking for really good midwives. Great testimonial right here. Anyway, it was an amazing birthing experience. Sorry, what?
Your mum and dad.
I wanted to thank Rabbi Gestetner. Is Rabbi Gestetner here? Yeah, Rabbi Gestetner for just creating all this in the first place. This whole space, the shul, the yeshiva, helping us allow them to have our Shalom Zakir place as well. We think it was a really special night. It was a very special night. And I want to thank my own parents, who are right there. I feel like I'm on Ferris Bueller's day off. Who I obviously wouldn't be here today. And wow, so thanks Mum and Dad, and I hope you're getting lots of knuckles from watching us and seeing what creation has come from you guys. And just a few other people really quickly, to Liat Burmeister, who's helped just organize meals, and all the families and people who have made meals for us and making meals for us. And I wanted to just thank all of you guys for coming here, because really all of you guys that are really here are very special to us in some way or another. We feel that we have like friends from so many different enclaves of Yerushalayim and Israel in general. And it's just really special for us to have everybody here and to be able to celebrate in a center like this in Yerushalayim with good friends. And it's not something to treat lightly. It's a very important thing for us. So thank you all for coming, and I ultimately really want to thank God as well for just everything. Just His abundance and greatness.
Tell us about the night.
Completely speechless on that. But I'm going to get to Ezra Shalom in a second. So I just have to think if there's anyone that I forgot so I don't embarrass myself. Lee, Rika. So I just want to say a couple of words about Ezra Shalom. And actually, no, I want to thank my kids. That was also in my mind that, we always think about when it comes to giving birth, when it comes to situations like this, everyone's thinking about the mother and the father, how's mum doing, how's dad doing, and no one really thinks about the kids, but really it's a big change for the kids, and my kids are just unbelievably amazing kids, and I'm not sure where they all are, but Ellie, if you're here, Kai Brocker, if you're here, Batsy, thank you, Tava, Emuna. It makes a really big difference when your kids have the sensitivity of understanding what's actually going on in your home when there's a new life that comes in, and it kind of works, and people adapt and people change, and at that age it's a very big spurs. So I just wanted to thank my kids as well for really having that sensitivity. So L'chaim, I don't think they're here. Anyway, so just a couple of quick words on Ezra Shalom. And is he here? Where is he? Okay. So really simply, we just thought Ezra was a cool name. I mean, very, very basic level. We always liked the name. And there were a couple of names we were floating around. But we just thought of all the Ezras that we know, and they're all pretty cool. So. But, being complicated people that we are, we decided to sort of investigate a little bit more. Is this really a fitting name? Is this really, beyond shut of, okay, we think it's cool, we think Ezra, is there something more to Ezra and something more aligned with the essential nature of the name of Ezra and what Ezra was really all about, the original Ezra? So I started digging, I started looking in, I looked on Wikipedia, I started reading about the story of Ezra, trying to understand, is there really a deeper connection? And some of the things that Lee and I started learning about Ezra, as the more we sort of got into it, we listened to a shiur, we read a whole bunch of articles, and it just, as we got deeper into the journey of just trying to figure out if this is right, it became more right. And his name became more fitting as we went along for more deeper reasons. And so one of the first things that we learned about Ezra was that in the Gemara, I think it's Sanhedrin? I think it's Sanhedrin. It says in the Gemara that Ezra, a sofer, if he was around in the time of the Exodus with Moshe Rabbeinu, he was fitting to actually receive the Torah. So that was like the first thing we thought, oh wow, he's a pretty serious guy. Like, he was fitting to receive the Torah. And if Moshe wasn't around, he would have been the one to receive the Torah. And so that kind of like shook us a little bit. We kept looking, kept reading. And then the next thing that we read kind of shook us even more is that Ezra is a Kohen, is a priest. And his lineage is traced back in the book of Ezra to Pinchas and to Aaron the Kohen. And we're Kohanim. My father's a Kohen. You're a daughter of a Kohen. And my father's a Kohen. Hey, Dad. And we're Kohanim. And that really kind of resonated even more. And we were like, oh wow, this is working, like Ezra. And so I kind of felt like the lineage was there on some level as well. And then something else happened after that that really kind of took us. and really made me realize that this kid is Ezra. And we started to understand what the name Ezra is actually, what it means, and what his role was in the world when he was actually alive during his time. In his time, when Ezra, the original Ezra, was around, he came to Jerusalem to Makarav all the Yidden again, because they were building, he got permission to come back and try and help the Jewish people, because there was a great, the clipper of the Jewish people here, right here, on these streets of Jerusalem is very strong. It says that the Jewish people forgot how to speak in Lashon HaKodesh. They were marrying out. There was very big assimilation, and there was a huge problem. And Ezra was really instructed to come and help, and to assist, and to help bring the Jewish people back to who we really were. And that's what Ezra actually means. It means to help, to be a helper. To be a helper of Hashem, and to be a guider of the ancestry and the consciousness of what Yiddishkeit is really all about, to help bring us back to who we really are, and to help bring us back to serve God in a way that ultimately leads to a place of inner shalom, inner peace, and inner connectedness that is reflective of the essence of who we really are. And so when we're talking about Ezra and being a helper, we also thought Shalom was a really cool name. We're sort of tossing up Ezra, Shalom, and then all these names of Shalom. But when I started thinking about it, started thinking that the ultimate intention of what Ezra was really trying to achieve in the first place was this idea of bringing all of us back to this place of inner shalom, both individually and collectively as a nation of Jewish people. And, from thinking that something's cool and then realizing, wow, this is like so much more than we really think, became like quite a special journey for us in actually coming up with his name. And I think that, for Lee and I, like one of the values that we hold in our home to be one of the strongest values is Ezra, helping and giving and trying to be shluchim. And we're very connected to the Rebbe, and the whole inyan of the Rebbe was to give, and to give yourself over to help other Yidden, and to put yourself aside a little bit for other people, and to help other people have an experience of inner shalom, of inner connectedness, and finding that place to allow other Jewish people to come closer to God. And that really is like a value that we hold true for ourselves on so many levels. And we just thought, when we really got to that and realized all of these things, that clearly, like, this must be his name. And this must be a very clear, please God, maybe through his name, that Ezra Shalom should grow up in this world, in Yerushalayim, where Ezra originally came to help the Jewish people, that our Ezra Shalom should grow up and continue the mission of Ezra, and continue the mission, because we might be in Yerushalayim, but there's lots of work to be done, and there's lots of things to be. Anyway, there's lots of work to be done. And please God, through his name, Ezra Shalom, should be blessed, and through this simcha and the brit, the covenant of the drawing down of like the essence of who this kid is, and his neshama, and all these ideas, and the essence of his name, he should grow up to really be a beacon and a light to reflect the essence of his name and where it came from in the first place, and to help complete the ultimate intention of what Ezra originally had in mind, which was to bring about the ultimate Beit HaMikdash and the ultimate dwelling place for God in this world, and for the dwelling place of God in all of our hearts. And through, hopefully, please God, our Ezra, that should come a little bit more and a little bit closer, a little bit quicker. So thanks for coming, everybody. And